and I am 17 weeks and 5 days, and I have a lot to update this week. I now know the gender of the baby. We already had our gender reveal party, and it was so much fun, so exciting, and we are having a baby girl, so we're really excited about that. I know my husband wanted a boy, obviously, but we always knew we were gonna have 3, maybe 4 kids, so there's still time to have a boy. It's just nice because Arya is gonna have a sibling that's her same gender, and they're gonna be able to just share everything, share clothes. They're gonna be able to have the same friends, and just looking really into the future, being in dance together and cheer together and having the same group of friends, I guess, in school. So it's really nice that they're gonna be able to have that bond. I never had that bond. I do have a sister, but we're 10 years apart and we're really close now, but when I was still living back home, we weren't really that close, just because when you're younger, I feel like the amount of years in between make a bigger difference, just because you're in completely different stages of your life. Now I'm 27 and she's 18, I think, if not about to turn 18. So we're kind of, and she's really mature for her age. So at this point we're really close, but back then she was just way too young and we didn't have anything in common. I think she was in elementary school and I was in high school. So I mean, it was just too big of a gap, I felt like. So it's gonna be nice to see Arya and just interact with her baby sister, and I think she's gonna be really good. She's had some interactions with babies because my husband has, oh, and myself too, we both have friends that have younger babies, and they're all girls, but they're all, I guess, they're 3 months now and 4 months, and Arya is really good with them. Like, she'll really pay attention when the baby's crying, and she kind of looks, and she knows it's something completely different and that you have to be kind of delicate with them. So it's nice, exciting to finally know the gender. Now I can start really planning for the future. I feel like before I know the gender, it's really hard to do anything. I don't want to buy anything because I don't want to buy yellow duck things, and I don't want to kind of start organizing the room because you really don't know the gender. You don't know what the theme is going to be. You don't know anything. So since it is going to be a girl, I am planning to kind of leave the room as is and just move Arya to a separate room and make her kind of a big girl room. I'm going to try to get her a twin size bed. There is currently a queen size bed in there, which a lot of people were telling me to just keep for Arya, but I feel like I want a smaller bed so she has more space to play and stuff. So I want to do something with that twin bed and then either sell it on Craigslist, or I don't know what I'm gonna do, and then just purchase a twin size bed for her and decorate her room. So in reality, I'm gonna be kind of decorating her toddler room instead of the nursery, just because it is a girl, so it's gonna kind of just stay the same. The only thing I'm gonna change is her name. Arya has her name on the wall, so I'm obviously gonna change it for the baby number 2's name, and we don't really have a name yet. I have a lot of names in mind, but we didn't even start thinking about it until Saturday. So that's exciting. And here is the envelope. Here's what it looks like. They basically just said, congrats, look inside. And then inside is the gender picture, I guess, from the ultrasound saying it's a girl. So that's really exciting. And I asked the tech on Friday when we had our ultrasound, I said, are you completely sure, or is there some doubt? At that point I didn't know what the gender was, but I just wanted to make sure that she was sure of what she was writing in the envelope, and she said she was 100% sure. So it is definitely a girl. And and it was funny because my husband kind of saw the ultrasound while we were doing it, and he's like, I saw it, it's a girl, it's a girl. So he was already kind of mentally prepared for it being a girl. So a couple, probably like 2 to 3 weeks back, I did purchase one thing, and it's been the only thing that I've purchased for baby number 2. And I purchased it just because it was gender neutral, so I figured it's okay. It's gonna go both ways. Let me see the size of this. It's 3 to 6 months. Okay, so this is what I purchased, and it's a little tiny onesie, and it's UM, and it's 3 to 6 months, so it's gonna be a little big at first, but I figured this, we always need UM onesies. We have a ton for Arya. She's actually kind of outgrown them all. All she has left is a jersey, but I just figured if it's a boy, you know, he could just wear this onesie. And if it's a girl, I could just put a bow and make it a little more girly, but it's unisex and it's not duckies. And I'm really excited. So this is basically the only thing I've purchased for the baby. Now I think I'm gonna probably be purchasing more, just since I already have everything for Aria. I have all her clothes and all her things. All I'm gonna be purchasing, if anything, is little outfits that match. I always wanted twins, so this is kind of me having twins, I think, because yes, they're not exactly twins per se, they didn't come out at the same time, but they're so close in age that it's gonna be like having twins. And hopefully they look alike, so when we go out, everybody thinks they're twins. So I'm really excited about that. How much I weigh right now? I weigh, probably 2 days ago, I weighed myself at the doctor's office and I was 125 pounds. And she actually told me that I had lost weight. And I haven't really been weighing myself throughout this pregnancy, just because I'm not in the habit of weighing myself ever. I don't ever weigh myself. So I don't have the habit to weigh myself. But she did tell me that when I was 14 weeks, which is the last time I saw her, she has in her records that I was weighing 127 pounds. So that I had lost 2 pounds between that time. And again, I don't know how I'm losing weight because I'm eating a lot. I feel like I'm eating even more now, and I haven't gotten sick, so I'm not really throwing up to be losing the weight, but whatever it is, I'm now 125 pounds, but it's 1 or 2 pounds. It's not a big difference. So 125 pounds at 17 weeks and 5 days pregnant. And that's funny because that's how much I was weighing before I got pregnant with Aria. So it's pretty funny. So for symptoms, I actually, for the gender reveal party that was last Saturday, I had put up all the decorations. I had done everything all by myself. So I think I was a little, I don't know, I overdid myself a little bit. And then we had the party and everything was fine. The next day, which was Sunday, it was Super Bowl Sunday actually, I could not get out of bed. I was in so much pain. I mean, like my lower back, almost my tailbone was killing me to the point that I could not walk. And my pelvic area, just right under my belly and everywhere, it was just, I was feeling really bad. And I feel like I take pain pretty well. I have a really high tolerance for pain, and definitely not the case when I was younger. When I was younger, I was a big crybaby. Everything was painful and I would cry, and I was a big crybaby. But I feel like now that I'm older, I mean, for example, the C-section was nothing to me. When people ask me about my C-section, I'm like, it was nothing. It was not painful at all. I was walking that same day. I left the hospital 4 days later, and I went to eat at Starbucks, and then I went to Einstein Bagel on the same day. I mean, it was nothing to me. The whole recovery for the C-section was really nothing. I mean, it was perfectly fine. I wouldn't consider it painful. Now, this was pain. This was really uncomfortable. I couldn't walk. I literally got out of bed on Sunday, and I've been laying down, so I didn't even think I had pain or anything like that. And when I went to do just one step, I had to immediately stop, and it was excruciating pain in my back. So I got myself to the bathroom somehow, and I brushed my teeth and I did all that, and then I just went back and I laid down, and then just the pregnancy hormones came back and I started crying because I felt like I had so much to do. You know, you just had a party. I had so much to do today. I wanted to go to the mall to exchange something. I wanted to clean up all the decorations, clean the house, broom. After a party, everything's filthy, so you kind of just want to clean everything. I wanted to do so much, and I knew the way I was feeling, I was not going to be able to get anything done that day. So I literally just sat on the bed and threw my head on the bed, and I started crying. My husband was showering, so he comes out and he's like, "Are you okay? What's happening?" And it wasn't crying because of the pain. It was more crying because I was so frustrated that I couldn't get anything done, and that I was basically going to waste my Sunday. I just told myself that there's going to be days like this where you have to slow down and just relax. So I basically mentally prepared myself for a useless day and just relaxing, lazy Sunday, and that's exactly what happened. I made it down the stairs somehow, and I laid on the couch and was there all day long. I literally couldn't do anything, and it was really tough because there was times, like for Aria's nap time, that I wanted to get up and make her bottle and take her upstairs for her nap time. And I did, and I pushed myself to do that just because she needed it. She kept asking for me to take her upstairs and go take the nap. And I really wanted to do it. My husband kept saying, let me just carry her upstairs for you. And I was like, no, please let me do it. And I was just kind of like holding onto the railing of the stairs, and it was so painful. But I don't want to feel useless. I'm still a mom. I understand I'm pregnant and that I need to slow down a little bit, but I'm still a mom. So I still need to do things with Arya as well. So that day was really hard for me. And I was really nervous because I had to go to work the next day. And usually I have the option, not really the option, but if I have to, if there's a need for it, which this would definitely be a need, I couldn't walk, I can work from home. However, I am training someone since I'm going to be moving positions. I'm training whoever's going to be replacing me, and I can't do that from home, obviously. So I have to go to the office and I have to train this person. I'm basically training him, I would say 6 hours out of my 8-hour shift. So I have to be there and be training him. So it's really hard. And on Tuesday, this is another, I guess, silly thing that I was worried about, but I was really worried about it because I've been really excited about it. On Tuesday, I'm going to be attending, I think it's called Big City Moms, the biggest baby shower in Miami, something like that. And I think they do it in different cities, and it's just a huge event where you go if you're an expecting mother, and it's just so much fun. You get to see all these new products, all these baby things. They have seminars. I think some celebrities are going to attend. It's just going to be an awesome event. So I'm really excited about that, and I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to walk, and obviously I'm going to be having to walk all throughout this place, and I was so upset. But thankfully today is Monday and I'm doing much better. The event is going to be tomorrow, so I'm so excited, and I'm going to vlog it so you guys can see everything that's in there, all the new products, and I'm sure they'll have strollers and diaper bags and baby food and you name it. It's just kind of a fun thing to do when you're pregnant. I did these a lot when I was planning for my wedding. They had a lot of wedding events, and I would just go to all of them, and they give away free things, and you get to eat, and you get to see other other brides. So in this case, it's the same thing, but baby edition. So you get to see other expecting parents, and it's just gonna be fun. So I really want to go and see all the new things and stuff. So that's exciting. But I did crave this one time. I was talking to my coworker, actually this guy that I was training to, that who's going to be replacing me, and he was telling me that he was planning on going to Hooters after work. And when he mentioned the word Hooters, I was like, oh man, they have the best tater tots, like loaded tater tots. And I'm not sure if this was this week or for week 16. Point is that I was, oh my god, I was in heaven thinking about those tater tots. It's just, they have tater tots. If you don't know what it is, it has tater tots, and then on top of freaking like a whole bowl of melted cheese, and then sour cream, and then bacon, and then a bunch of stuff that they put in there, and it's just so delicious. And Instagram a picture, it was amazing. And my husband actually works right next to Hooters, so I was like, please pick up some Hooters, and I need some loaded tots, I think is what they call it. So he just laughed and brought me home a bunch of stuff. He brought me home wings and fries with the dipping sauce, and it was just so good. Everything was amazing. It was really, really, really good. And then a second day, we went to my husband's alumni basketball game, because he was on the basketball team when he was in high school, and every year they have like an alumni game. So we were there, and they actually had a big carnival in the back of the school, so it was really nice. And we went, and they had a truck with fried Oreos. Oh my god, those were so good. If you've never tried them, they sound really gross, but they're so amazing. Once you fry the Oreo, it's really easy actually to do. It's just an Oreo dipped in pancake mix, and then you just fry it. So it sounds kind of gross, but it's so delicious. The Oreo gets super soft. It gets soft like a pancake would, and it tastes like heaven. So I had some of those, and I guess that was my craving, just because when I saw the whole carnival event, I was like, oh, Oreos. And that has been my cravings, and that's it. I think that's it for week 17. It's been quite a hectic week. I mean, we found out the gender, then we did, then I had those crazy back pains, and thankfully it went away. So I probably just had to rest, and it was just my body saying calm down. But I did purchase a belly belt just because I do not want to go through that pain again. And if that's what's going to help me, then that's what I'm going to do. It was really hard to research it though. So it hasn't come in yet. My husband ordered it on Amazon.com. So I'll be showing that soon. Hopefully in my next video, I'll have that belly belt which kind of just supports your back and it supports the weight of the baby. So it doesn't really strain you as much as just not wearing anything at all. I didn't need to buy that with Arya, but I just feel like this baby might be a lot bigger, or just being my second pregnancy is just a little bit more difficult for me. So I did purchase that, and I'll be showing you guys soon. And that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the baby bump now. Okay guys, so here is the bump from the front, and here it is from the side, and here's the actual belly. It is, I feel like it's really big now. But I say that every week. And here it is from the side. It's getting really big. And from the other side.